Okay, this is the interior plumbing and appliances section. The 4-prong electric clothes dryers, GFCI protected. These are our laundry connections. We're supposed to have a label in this box that tells us how long our flue is, how long our clothes dryer flue is. That adjust. Okay, don't get scared. Kitchen sink, excuse me. The laundry sink has not been installed. Coming along in here, this is the half bath. The fans vent to the exterior, GFCI. Now this is an interesting contraption. This is consistent through most of the house. Is that I'm not getting hot water, and on the cold water side, the water seems to be warmer than on the hot water side. Everything goes down. Everything goes down. That's supposed to go down. Bye, Timmy. Going along. And appliances. We're not supposed to have thermostats in bedrooms, because the thermostat's a dumb animal. You can turn this is the thermostat for the downstairs. You can turn the thermostat to whatever temperature you want, close the door, and the thermostat has no idea what's on the other side of the door. The rest of the floor, the rest of the occupants, they may be too hot, they may be too cold, but this thermostat's keeping you comfortable. People will be texting you. Again, it seems like hot's on the left, and it's very tempered. I'm not getting any hot water. We have 2 connectors in tandem to most of the lavatories. 2 connectors in tandem. And then this one has got the dilution valve. And I'm wondering if the dilution valve might be adjusted, so that's why we're having such a problem. This is the thermostat for the water heater inside the primary bedroom suite. Again, commode works, everything's supposed to. Vent fan works. Bathtub. Okay, the bathtub is sitting on a plywood base. Now you're supposed to have a cement mound, and it's installed on a cement mound, so that's a good thing. But then they put a base, a plywood base underneath it, which is cellulose. And over time, a long amount of time, agreed, but over an extended period of time, the wood will break down. Then the bathtub will start. We've got some cracks and stuff around here. How about that? We could use some caulk. Let's see what we got going here. Home inspectors don't do the blue tape thing. Maybe an inexperienced home inspector's got to prove that he's worth something or something, got to kind of add extra value to make up for the lack of experience. Home inspector like that might put some blue tape on it. Okay, this has all been glued in. Now this is the primary bedroom suite bathroom. This shower, the hot's on the left and the cold's on the right, and it actually makes hot water. And I'm not getting hot water at any of the other operable fixtures. Isn't that weird? That receptacle outlet works. I did not take it apart. I do not know why it was taken apart. I'm not putting it back together because someone might think that whatever reason it was taken apart has been addressed. And it hasn't. I didn't take that apart. This is the fireplace right here. Now the manufacturers installation instruction supersedes code. And I get this is a ventless fireplace, but I'm going to say that it draws its air from the living space. I'm going to say that you do not have a hearth extension in front of it. Those are two deficiencies. I haven't read the instructions. You know, I reserve the right to be wrong. I'm going to be right until I've been proven wrong. And I reserve the right to be wrong just so long as my client's taken care of. And, you know, you have some of that discussion. I've also heard discussion that if you don't have a hearth extension, then you should have a different pattern so people are aware that they could burn themselves when they come up next to this, they get too close to it. And this is vinyl floor too, but realistically, manufacturer's installation instructions supersedes code, and those gas logs probably are not going to leave that fixed glass front. They're probably just not going to do that. Maybe a little paint right there. Refrigerators on GFCI. We've got an ice hookup right there. We've got broil. We've got just cooking methods. Convection is beyond the scope of this inspection. Okay, but we do have convection. How about that? This is the lower oven. We have convection here. How about that? The microwave works. The microwave works. It goes around and around, gets things hot. I got a special microwave video because I was on hold, you know, talking to my doctor, and so I got a video of that working. You have receptacle outlets up underneath here. Your cooktop works, your gas cooktop. It's an electric oven. Your vent fan. Now, this fan brings a lot of CFMs, okay? And that's good because you have a big cooktop here, a lot of space so we can do some cooking. But this is a tight house. All these windows are tight. All these doors are going to be tight, you know. So we've got a lot of insulation upstairs. It's a tight, energy efficient home. So where is this vent fan going to get its air? Where is it going to get its air? It's going to draw it through the fireplace. Now they make up air vent fans for this type of situation in these types of homes. And I played with all these. Now here's the thing, is the dishwasher has not been installed yet. We got supply, just like the garage door operator, you know, the garage overhead doors and operators. There's the sink. Okay. So we're waiting for the dishwasher. They did not energize the food waste disposal. And they did that for a reason. So we're just going to leave it, you know. I mean, you'll get that on your final walkthrough when you show you off your dishwasher and show you how to work it and those kinds of things. But, you know, at that point, it was turned off for a reason. It's not here, you know, it is GFCI protected. But one thing I do know about this is as long as this is not a 1 horsepower or larger food waste disposal, as long as it's not, the manufacturer says, and I'll look that up, I think it's a 1/2 horsepower. It might be a different horsepower, I don't know, it'll be on the report. But as long as it's not 1 horsepower or over, the manufacturer supersedes code and they say it's okay to put a switch underneath here, out of sight. Now code says that all switches should be within sight, so that's not within sight. But the manufacturer doesn't have a problem with that. But one thing the manufacturer does stipulate is this should be a switch, not a rocker switch, but a conventional switch, a toggle switch with a distinct click, and it says off and on, you know, the old type. And it's underneath here. I get it. All these other switches out here, we want rocker switches. They're a lot more attractive. They're more modern. But you know, I get that. But underneath here, it's got to be the old school. Should have been. I'll put it that way. Should have been the old school switch. Our receptacles are underneath here. Just moving on up. And so downstairs, interior plumbing and appliances. Now we're moving upstairs for some more of the same. And upstairs we have 2 bathrooms. We have 1 bathroom in the hallway here. In the bathtub, the control valve and the faucet and it's sealed and they're not finished. GFCI, again, hot's on the right, cold's on the left, maybe. It's very temperate, I'm not getting hot water. And underneath here and in other areas, you shouldn't have 2 connectors in tandem. So the hot and the cold water, they've got the connector that comes down off of it. And then they added that little, make it easier. 2 connectors in tandem is probably not going to bother you. It's probably more convenient. I'd be lying if I said that I hadn't done that. But it's not technically correct. And again, like I said, my TV. And this is going to be the second verse, same as the first. We come into here. And so this is the north. We have a middle bedroom, a south bedroom, and a north bedroom. And it has its own little bathroom. It's got the 2 connectors in tandem. Same thing with the hot water. Same thing with the commode. Same thing with the other bathtub. In that we do not have our valve and we do not have our faucet spigot.